I think it is. Anyways. Now then. Oh, by the way, I just started I just started this. I'm broadcasting right now. Just to let you know. I mean, you don't have a mic, so I didn't know if that really mattered to you. Okay, then he left. I mean, do I have to? I don't know if I have to go there. Anyways, if this is Warframe. You might notice by looking at the characters that this has a really good art style. I don't know exactly what they were aiming for when creating this, but it looks nice. Apparently this is Earth, like, way fucking into the future. Like, I don't even know what year this is. Essentially, this is all fantasy. None of this is bound by scientific law. Everything makes no sense, and don't think about it. Now, I don't know what the fuck I just walked into, but as you can probably see, this game has it looks kind of weird. And that's not too inaccurate by how that shit usually goes anyways. Welcome to Cetus. Unique among the stars, explore the bustling market for your practical needs. Blah, blah, blah. Now, don't ask me what the fuck is going on. I have no idea. Essentially, to get a feel for what this game is like, you just have to... What the fuck? Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't know how to feel about what I just saw, or what I just... Okay, then. Yeah. Is this meat? Because I just, yeah, this game's fucking weird. If you couldn't tell, it's weird in just the art style of it, because everything's like it's kind of H.R. Geiger-esque, but not disturbing, if that makes sense. Why the fuck would it... What do I need to talk to a fisher for?
Mining, riches. Let old man Sumbat help you draw. Name Sumbat. If you want to draw bells from the cliff face, then I've got what you need to do it, eh? Mining tools, scanning gear, huh? That kind of stuff.
Huh.
Move along then. I'm not running a social club.
I really want to make this really good-looking gun, like pistol, but it's just, I don't know, I really like the look of the pistol. It doesn't, I don't know if it's better than the pistol I use right now. It looks nice, doesn't it? Effectively, I've taken the tone of this game to mean...
Aha!
You desire this weapons Hawk is so famous for. Allow Hawk, I am Hawk, to sell you blueprints for weapon parts. Forge them in your foundry, and then return here, so that Hawk may construct a fine weapon for you.
So, let me get this straight. You're willing to sell me blueprints of parts of weapons. Not the full weapons, parts of weapons. And in exchange...
Are your eyes in your pockets? You'll not find the equal of Hawk's merchandise elsewhere. So long.
I do. There's one thing I don't like about this game is the goddamn forging system. Everything has to be forged. Everything. You have to scavenge for it, look for pieces, and goddamn, that was right. Can I just fucking buy stuff right now? Like.
Others have one price for locals and one for off-worlders. Me? I give you the local price every time.
Yeah.
Buy 3 bags of termite droppings. It'll keep you going long after you should have killed over. And if that's how you react to nibbling termite, you're gonna love my desert survival tips.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna avoid this child. At least until he's dead. Which can be arranged. Anyways. No, I'm supposed to be the good guy, don't I? And ain't I? The Grimir are supposed to be the ones who... I don't know. I don't even know why the fuck I came here. All I know is it unlocked an area for me, and I really don't have need of this location. Ah, yes. Good old gaming hubs. I was gonna explain it as Destiny if it was good. Okay then. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Cestus. Fuck this place. There's nothing here I want. There's some fucker selling fish, and I don't need that shit. So you press there's a couple complaints I have about this game. First of all, it's a user interface, which is not user friendly. Funny enough. If I really wanted to buy something, I'd buy it here at the market. Now, the market has all the shit you're looking for. Warframes, helmets. Okay then. Now, the other thing I don't like most of these helmet designs. It's just the way the game is, though. So that's just gonna happen.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
What? Okay, I don't... Also, the computer's kind of on crack. I think I'll... What's happening here? Okay. I think I'll probably get this thing or this... Nah, let's go for this one. Oh! Purchase only. Excalibur Mordred helmet. It does look fucking nice. I'll give it that much. Well, as nice as things in this game look. Then I got the basic bitch design right here. Anyways, I don't think I could really explain what this game is in detail while also giving it the credit it deserves. It is immensely... It's just a good game. I don't really have much else to say. It's just a good game. A defense mission. Huh. That's a change. Well, a change from the usual go into place, shoot people missions, which has been every mission up until this point. So, yeah. Cool. Wow, one person showed up to the stream for a grand total of 5 seconds. Granted, that is about how long it takes for people to realize they shouldn't be watching me.
Until reinforcements arrive.
I mean... Okay, so I'm defending this motherfucker. Who's currently taking a fucking nap. Effectively, they'll treat this guy like he's me, kind of. They'll just... Because if you take a look, he has his own health bar and shield bar, just like I do, at the left side of the screen. Mine is on the right side of the screen. Funny thing is, his health bar regenerates as well as mine. So as long as I pay about as much attention to him as some 13-year-old being paid $20 does to any child he comes across, you know. Then I should be fine. That is, just sit him there and let him do to his own devices up until the point where it actually matters to me. Which means this guy will really have to be on his fucking last legs for me to give half a shit. 'Cause look at his fucking health, okay? He'll be fine. They're all coming from this direction, and I don't know where the... I don't know what company designed this game, but fix the fucking AI. Okay. I say as I do something immediately stupid that would have... Who designed this fucking military? I get it. They're supposed to have like a high population, but having a high population doesn't matter when your tactics are fucking retarded. They're sending troops in piecemeal, one by one, to get shot at by this guy. To get shot at by a guy who they can't kill, essentially. The technology is shit. And they just go on genocidal crusades time and time again. Oh yes, by the way, if you think their armor looks stupid, then you'd be right. And the only reason they wear it is because they have to. Because they're all born diseased, misshapen children who can't fucking live without this suit. That's why they all look so goddamn stupid. You fucking what, son, mate? I don't know if you noticed that, but he loaded every single round he had into right here. Didn't even aim it up a little bit to hit this big ass thing just sitting in the corner. Nope, right there. Admittedly, this is a good game. Just the logic, like, let's say if these guys really were the Empire they're said to be, and they want to kill the Tenno as badly as the game shows that they want. But by the way, the guy I'm playing as and the guy you see sitting there are all called Tenno. There's like backstory behind all of this. I don't know it. I don't know what the fuck a Tenno is. It's just these guys who have fucking superpowers. Now this game can be a lot more fast-paced. For instance, oh yes, and apparently the Tenno are the fucking, are practically gods. Like, seriously, they have like powers within universe which are, you know, kind of bullshit, to be honest. I don't even know how long I have to fucking defend. Oh, there's a little wave counter right there. It's so small and out of the way of everything which would be important information for me to see that I can't even goddamn tell. I get their population advantage. Let's go back to these guys' tactics. You might be thinking, hey, if you don't know much about how tactics actually goes, you might be thinking, hey, well that isn't too bad an idea. If you have enough people, it doesn't matter how many of them die. Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Let's see what would be easier for them and more cost effective. Sending in these guys, which must cost some amount to maintain and produce, to fight this one elite soldier who will cut them down piecemeal because they send them in at like 2 or 3 at a time, maybe even a squad at a time. Because there's like, I don't know, there was like 7 people here at one instance. The thing I'm talking about is, you know what they could have done instead of that? They really could have just brought a ship into orbit, pressed a button, and then just dropped a fucking bomb on us. since these guys do seem to have such little care for life, there's no reason why they wouldn't. They wouldn't be worried about the environment around us. They wouldn't be worried about. Of course, they wouldn't be worried about the lives that they just ended, because why the fuck should they? Anyone who's down there that got killed, even if they dropped the bomb right now, why they're the lowliest grunts who they fully expected to die anyways, and they're enemies. Aside from that, what? They're gonna fucking cry about a few trees? Plus, take a look at this. It's out in the fucking open. Anyone could just show up and shoot. Anyone could just show up with a ship and then just, I don't know, just drop weapons, drop bombs on us. Now, this is the fucking future. If the United States military decided to come and take this position, they'd shell it for a few hours until it was nothing but rubble, and then show up later to sift through what was left with infantry. Then if I was still alive after that shit, they would just use laser-guided missiles to precision bomb my ass to the Stone Age. That's just embarrassing.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Why not?
Continue to defend. You will be
I don't know,
rewarded
guys.
for
You
your
think I can
bravery.
handle more? Oh, I just don't know. Come on, man. I've killed everyone so far. These guys are the opposite of a threat. In fact, a threat would make me feel insecure about my position and standing in what is happening. They make me feel better about what's happening because I know at least no matter how bad I fuck up, I won't be as bad as they are. I don't know, maybe I'll come back here when the challenge is a bit harder. But apparently this goes on the 5-wave intervals, so I don't know, maybe they'll throw something at me that's a challenge. Probably not, but maybe. Of course, this could just be because this is low level. Angel of Death. Apparently I've killed 100 people. Well, Grenier. Funny thing about this. When the Grenier kills somebody, it's an awful thing. But when I mow down hundreds of nameless grunts with families who back home who are just wondering, because I don't know what the social structure is, but they're knowing that these are still human beings. They still have mothers and fathers. Knowing that they have mothers and fathers back home who are probably waiting for them. I just mowed down hundreds of them, and still this shit is it's totally tonally inconsistent. Is life precious? Or is it only precious for people like me or others who are not them? Now, you could make the argument that technically they're willing combatants. They chose to come here and they chose to attack a defenseless... Well, no. They chose to assault me and fight me. I mean, true. And the game does sometimes make an effort to show that not all the Grineer are bad. Like, there's a certain person who's like a traitor who decides to not... who we decide is good and helps us out. Yeah, he helps us out by, like, I don't want to explain it. Explain the plot of what just happened in detail. Effectively, a MacGuffin was planted upon my leg, and I ended up having to get the MacGuffin removed, otherwise my guy goes dead. For lack of a better word. Damn good fucking weapon. Yeah, but the only reason he's good is because he forsakes and betrays his own people in exchange for me, this hostile force who's attacked his hostile force who's attacked and killed his people. Admittedly, they did draw first blood, but were the Germans in World War I bad because they were the first ones to attack? No, they weren't. They were just... Admittedly, I don't know much about the lore, so we can't really get into a philosophical argument without context. But it's kind of like my feeling with any faceless soldiers in media, like stormtroopers. I love stormtroopers, and I love the Empire in Star Wars. Even though if you look up the lore of it, the Empire's fucking horrible to its people. Well, not to most of its people, just the ones they don't need to care about. However, stormtroopers are still human beings, as were the clone troopers who came before them. And just because the actions and their order, just because the orders they were given are bad, does not make the people executing the orders bad. Now you might think it's just to stop morally unjust orders from being carried out, but you can't exactly call all life precious while disregarding the loss of life that you yourself are creating. Melee prowess. Immediately, these guys have carried out horrible operations in the past, but the actions by the leaders of a nation cause the entirety of the nation or its people to become to be condemnable, you know. Are the actions of the few worthy of punishing the many? Now, honestly, I'm not saying this game says that. I'm just talking from a moral perspective, like even the people, even the resistance, and even the rebellion from Star Wars is literally terrorists who, from the objective of the Empire, might as well be, I don't know, the Taliban or something like that, although minus the religious parts. Maybe a more descriptive term would have been the partisans from World War I, World War II. No, that wouldn't be very descriptive either. Although you could say, with the arguments I'm making, that eventually that would lead to being able to say something like, well, what about the Nazi soldiers who existed? Because they too were human beings who followed the orders of a government who had corrupt policies about what's okay to do. And when you're talking about the Nazis in particular, well, that's whole. Let's get on to that subject. The Nazis in World War II. Now here's a reason you can't really judge people so quickly based upon things like that. For instance, the Nazis was a political party, and a very, very popular one at that. Within Germany around the 1930s and 1920s, who were an answer to the people's plea of how could our once great German nation fall into such discontent and disrepair? Oh god, I'm really fucking close to dying. I didn't really notice that. Why is there no fucking health kits around? Which means millions of people in Germany were Nazis. They were part of the political party, and had ties with it in the end. But then and the actions of the Holocaust, for example, was carried out by a few individuals who were just following orders, and from a government they respected and had pledged their loyalty to. But the majority of people within Germany around that time were decent people. They didn't believe. In fact, early in the war, but in
reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking off. Bye. But early in it, when they were just starting to try this execution, the mass execution of people, it didn't go well with the populace. The populace hated this for the simple fact that they just, excuse me, that they're decent people. They're not okay with the slaughter of millions. Hold on just a second. Sorry, my brother came in asking a question. Anyways.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Yeah, sure. Anyways. There we go, that's a full 6. Oh no, wait, wow, this gun is just got a lot better. Sorry, I was going off about the Nazis again. Once again, millions of people, when it first started out, people protested when they found out, and a lot of the people who were sent to the concentration camps early in this conflict were sent back because of the protests. And Hitler knew he couldn't really do something like that again because the populace just wouldn't let it happen. Okay then. Well, okay then. Yeah, and then eventually the Nazis found out that you couldn't really do something like that because well, at least you couldn't do it in a way that would allow the population, the general population of Germany, to know what you're doing. And that's what they did. They did it in secret, in secret camps that no one was allowed to, except for the proper people who were part of the military operations to carry out such. Rather, I wouldn't call them evil, because that would saying something's evil would imply there is a definitive good and bad that exists in the world, which just isn't the case. Anyways, so that's what they did, and even then, the horrible things they did. Let's talk about. You may say, well, the population obviously were good people, but what about the
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Anyways, what about what about their military and their government? Obviously, they were bad, right? Well, not necessarily. The individuals who did take part in the mass extermination and even the reprisal attacks that the Nazis often did, which essentially anytime someone like killed a Nazi soldier, they would carry out essentially they would kill members of the population to deter them from trying that again. Now, those individuals that participated in these events, those people who more like the people who ordered it to happen, were obviously war criminals and terrible, terrible people, obviously. However, with when it came to the reprisals, those were just the general soldiers. Those are people who either enlisted or conscripted into the military to serve a nation that they believed in. You know? And even then, cognitive dissonance is a hell of a thing, because a lot of them weren't openly and completely for what was happening. Like the people who were driving the trains to bring the Jews to these camps often told themselves, or people who did the paperwork to document the things that happened in these camps, they told themselves, they said in interviews, all I could think about was, well, it's not me that's doing it. I'm not the one pulling the trigger. I'm just a cog in the machine. There's no way I could be at fault for what's happening here. You know? So in their eyes, they weren't evil because they had no... They felt like they had no option because they were being told to do something, and because they had the ability of alert prime Earth. I don't even know. Yeah, they had the ability of to just do mobile defense infestation. Okay. I'm down for it. Oh shit, I was saying something. Yeah. Playing a game isn't really the best place to talk about politics. So, let's put a pin in that until we're done here. Whoa. Ooh. Now that was some bad spawn. This is just some bad lag. Okay, turn TeamSpeak off.
Get me in and get ready to defend.
My exit.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested incoming.
Hold up.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
There we go. This makes things easier. I don't think they can hear me now. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that guy was an Allahu Akbar. Anyways. Yeah, he's gonna fucking die unless we go help him.
Area completed. Move on. Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
I can't. I'll back to my thing. the Nazis weren't entirely bad because it was millions of people within the military, with the German military during the 30s. So there's no way every single one of them were evil bastards. Good chunk of them were actually political prisoners or people conscripted from lands taken by the Nazis. Nothing's black and white. That's more or less the point I'm trying to point out. Nothing's black and white. Everything's pretty much a moral gray area as far as it goes. Oh, well, I didn't know that was there.
Still working on it. Continue to defend. We are finished here. Move on. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Well, I see they're a bit busy there, so I'm not going to interrupt them. Unless, of course, they start heading this way. They start heading this way.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete. Multiple targets ahead.
I hope whatever discussion I just sparked won't lead to immediate clusterfuck in the comment section. Then again, like 5 people watching the videos. How bad could it possibly fucking get? I don't even do I even need to be here right now? Like, seriously. Oh, we got 15 endo, whatever the fuck that is. Huh. These guys... You know, I keep playing about the tactics that these things employ, but then again... it doesn't really seem to be all that necessary. They are wild animals, so... erratic and retarded behavior is just part of the course. There we go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Oh, my back. That was a damn good mission. Didn't have to do much. Finish up my thoughts and level my weapons some more. Huh. I need more polymer bundle. And Orokin cells. Okay.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Ordis seems to have misplaced those memories.
How was this? I don't know why it just told me to do that, but it did. I mean, okay. Hold up. Okay then. Apparently we've left Earth, and now we're on Venus, fighting Corpus, who you haven't seen before, but most surely will.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Proceed to the dig site. I wonder what normal people are doing tonight. Oh, well, they are human. I thought they were all robots. Well, then again. Well, there we go. No one's immune from death. Not even machine cults. 0, 1, 1, Didn't we have like a mission or something to do? Whatever it was, it obviously wasn't exciting enough.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. Find another cell.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and do that. I'll be on the bridge. Apparently Spartan 300ing this shit. God damn, there's a lot of those guys.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site. Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire.
If anyone sees any rifle ammo, that'd be great if you could save it for me. That'd be just grand. That'd just be grand of you, you know.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site. hard work has just been rewarded. Extraction is available, if you choose.
Yeah, I'm fucking off. Isn't this... Didn't they reuse this map? I believe I've seen this before. And everyone is either way far behind or way far ahead. I don't know which is better.
Deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Oh, never mind. Both of them are
We
across the
need
bridge,
another
and
power cell for the
I
excavator.
just left them to die. Ah well. What are teammates for?
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Okay, what the fuck? Shit.
Look what we just uncovered.
Money! Money, money, money. Oh, wait, I have to, wait till I do it like this. It's like, God, I forget the name of the game. The one where you can do that jumping in midair with two guns and just slow-mo your way to victory.
Excavation complete. Look what we found.
Oh look, I got enough rifle ammo to recuperate my losses.
excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire. An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site. Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
This game is, you can't say, this game is a lot of things, and creative is definitely one of them.
Picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay, that.
Excavation complete. Look what we found.
I'm finding a lot of dead bodies. But I'm pretty sure that was Jack. Game just, I mean, my game is bugging that bad, or something's just going down.
Just uncovered.
Or I just shot at that thing with my goddamn sword. And then there's that retard who came running at me. Goddamn wrench. I mean, use what you got, but you didn't even, like, you weren't even stuck in a situation when you had to fight me. You ran at me. You charged me. Someone you saw gun down legions of your fellow man with a wrench. I mean, A for effort, but god fucking damn. Oh, fuck, man. Did I just lose? Yeah, okay. All of that just wasted my fucking time. Aha. Uh-huh. Well, let's look for a good naval weapon.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Yeah, that definitely isn't the 1000th time I fucking heard that. Christ almighty. Well, at least this uses a fucking system of shit I have. I mean, it doesn't really... I don't know if it's really better than what I'm using, but... Fuck it. I want it. I want it. It's my money and I need it now. Okay, I need 800 polymer bundle and 2 argon crystals. Where the fuck do I get that? You know what? I think that's enough of this game for tonight. I'm gonna leave you on the same sour note the rest of my day was on. Anyways. Oh yes, and before I leave, I have some very, very special news for those of you who stuck around for this. Okay. Chat. For those of you who stuck around to the end of the video. Today, let me get my phone real quick. Sunday, December 10th, I have quit McDonald's. You heard that right. I am no longer working for Mickey D's. I have escaped. For those of you who might want to know some more backstory on why I quit McDonald's, not really why I quit, but yeah, why I quit, the details of, and just the details of the story, you can go ahead and comment below, in whatever the fuck. Just go comment down below and tell me what you think. I mean, and tell me if you want to hear the rest of the story. That's it. Bye.